the end of the Camino de Santiago in Finisterre, Land's End. With this, we archive the Camino de Santiago, French way. I think now I'm heading back to Santiago. Be nice to rest a couple of days somewhere if I find a host. My legs are empty. I'm not following the Camino trail going back to Santiago because I don't want to backtrack. I'm mostly doing paved roads. This is where I slept last night. I pitched my tent here. This is an abandoned new building that I have seen on my way to Finisterre when I left Santiago the other day. And I said, if worse come to worse and I don't find any good place to camp, on coming back I can camp here. I'm back at the cathedral, so I'm officially starting another Camino. I did the French one. I'm starting the Portuguese one. There you go, another Camino. And now I'm leaving Santiago. First 5 kilometers on the Camino Portugues. It's quite a challenge to navigate following the breadcrumbs on the trail at reverse, because obviously the arrows point to Santiago. I'm doing it the other way around, so it's not as intuitive. Yeah, I'm getting a bit frustrated with this. Yeah, so I don't know, it's only a few hours and I'm getting mad. I keep losing it, going back, trying to find it, and I have to go very slow on the descents. Already, I'm super slow climbing. Even now, there's no visible arrows from my side, like nothing. See, I fucking lost it. Again. Okay, here I'm lost again because there is this one. This one. But where should I go now? It could be this way. It could be that way. It could be this way. Maybe this way. Good morning. This morning it rained a lot. Then I tried to follow this fucking trail, but like if you do it on the opposite direction, it's very difficult. I think it's not well signposted as the French way. And when you go into the little villages, cities, I always get lost. And I lose loads of time. So at some point I was on the main road and I just went straight, fuck it. Now I'm back on the Camino for a little bit, but I think I will take the paved road at some point if I lose it, because I'm a bit tired. I'm trying to get to Vigo today. I thought I would arrive tomorrow, but I think I will arrive today, so I was hoping to get a couple of days off in Vigo and find some hosts, but arriving today is probably gonna be last minute. I'm not gonna find anyone, so. But I really need a couple of days off. I'm really starting to be a bit tired. Mentally, I need to take a few days off. Haven't published anything in like 2 weeks, I think, on social media. I can't do everything, you know. Last Sunday I also skipped the publishing the vlog on YouTube. So that's the mood of the day, a bit annoyed. But I think I'm a bit cranky always, but particularly in the last few days because I need to rest. I need to like take 2-3 days off. Some people are really crazy. I got to Vigo, and the good thing is persistence won this time, and I found a host for a few nights. I sent so many couchsurfing requests. There's only like 5 warm shower hosts and nobody replied. At last I have a host for a few nights. My host gets home in 45 minutes, 7 p.m. So I will go somewhere, and I still have a bit of food here. And I'm really hungry, so I'll have a bit of food, maybe by the sea, if it's not too windy. But I might just sit down somewhere here. It's, yeah, looks too windy there. Fuck it. I'm gonna sit down and have a little bit of food. Fernan, my host in Vigo. Why people need to come to Vigo?
Okay, we have beach, islands, 2 castles, really big. Nice people like me, good food, good partying.
Very good.
Vigo is perfect.
Yeah.
For holidays.
And it was very good because after more than 2 weeks that I was cycling on the Camino, I was able to crash here and rest a few days. Let's hit the road. Time to leave Vigo. After a few days of rest, I was able to edit one video. I lost the Camino, I don't know. It's very confusing. I'll do my own Camino for a while, I think. It's not worth it to lose so much time. I just stopped 2 walkers that they were walking on the opposite direction, and I asked them if they follow the Camino. They said yes. So is this the Camino? And they're like, I don't know. Right. I think we're all lost. This area reminds me of when I was in Cape Town. The coastal line from Cape Town to Cape Point. Yeah, very similar weather. Misty. Obviously much less developed and rich than South Africa, than Cape Town. The Camino goes sometimes on this road, and sometimes there is like some trail that goes down close to the beach. Those two are doing the Camino. But Camino, as you can see, it goes next to the houses. I mean, if I have to be next to some houses, I can stay also on this bike lane. Man, he's really burning. I'm headed out. If I go out to blaze up one more time, I'll fall asleep right on this couch. You're killing me for all your plastic friends. I think it's funny how I always wanted to be the kind of guy you can. I think in less than 10 kilometers I crossed into Portugal. That's Portugal. On the other side of the river. Ferry. Camino de Santiago. Camina. Do you need a ticket or not? Maybe not.
Take the ferry.
Yes, I'm taking the ferry. I can't see any ticket point.
Take the ferry.
Yes, I'm taking the ferry. The ferry is broken. We're taking a small taxi boat. Portugal flag. Portugal. It's official. Portugal, new country, new same adventure. I'm a bit upset. I always get upset. There is always something I have to complain or whine about. I don't know if you've seen on the clip, there was another couple with bikes. Now, they are from Northern Europe. I don't know exactly if they were English or Danish or German or Swedish. I don't know, because I was kind of upset by the end and I didn't ask. So, the stupid sat on my bag. Luckily, in this bag, I have only mostly clothes. But I also have my bike that cost a fortune. And I have a fucking Kindle. Sit on my Kindle. Like, she was uncomfortable on the boat. She took my bag and sat on it. And she's not even thin. For fuck's sake. Why? And it's fucking rude. The manners of people, like taking someone else's belonging. Why she didn't sit on her fucking bag? Anyway, I hope she didn't crash my Kindle with her fat arse. There is a medieval fair on. I see nothing medieval till now. But yeah. First visual on the center of a village in Portugal. Maybe outside town I can find a supermarket. Luckily this river has a bridge. I don't know if it's a temporary bridge or something, or it's about to fall. But there is a 30-kilometer speed limit. Let's see if I can... Oh, I'm above the speed limit. 31. See? 30 speed limit. Look at this little dog. Go home, you're on the highway. This is my first night in Portugal. Very nice campsite, quite dry, I have to say. I'm basically 40 kilometers from Porto, so today I'll be in Porto. Yesterday I did over 130 kilometers, so after weeks of trails, I did almost 100% of paved road. The Camino is quite boring on the coast. So I was flying through, and at some point in the afternoon the wind changed and I had tailwind. So I was cruising pretty fast, over 25 kilometers per hour, 27, 28, 30 sometimes. And I left early yesterday from Vigo because I was almost 11:30. I would have got to Porto same day, over 170 kilometers. This is where I camp. You see, it was clean. It's now time to rough it up again. There you go. My job is finished. It looks exactly as it was last night. I didn't leave any trash behind. The trash is here. Let's go. Yeah, my problem finding a place to camp last night was that there are fields everywhere. Lots of farming. I think most of my journey to Porto will be on a bike lane. El camino. El camino. El camino. I think there are lots of surfing schools. Well, it's something I always wanted to learn in this trip. I thought when I was in California, but yeah, the water was a bit too cold in the summer. When I was in Ecuador, I stayed a week or so with Cayo Team. It's a surfing gang in Puerto Cayo in Ecuador. And I had access to boards, but you had to learn by yourself. Really looks fun. I wish I could pay my school and my staying for the school. It's okay. There will be my chance to learn how to surf at some point or another. Boom! Buen camino.
Whiplash every weekday, storm out in the fight. We clash the comfort, the routine every night. How long?
Slow entry into Porto.
Will you just drift in
I'm
like a
about
raindrop
15 kilometers away from the very center of Porto. Porto.